Job import preset configuration. So I'll show the example first. We have a list of inspections. Okay, so these are different inspections. And I have them just called out instead of like IETs or inspection name. I have them in this environment named assembly station. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to create these 3 inspections for and maybe 3 aircraft that I want to specify dynamically. Now, if I look at what trainable templates I have, so I'm going to edit this data set, and I'm going to search by trainable type for my MRB templates. And I can see I have 3 MRB templates. One that represents Assembly Station 1, one that represents Assembly Station 2, and one that represents Assembly Station 3. So if I click on this, I can see how it's set up. Okay, so now what I will do is I need to set up the job import preset, give it a name. First thing I do is I specify my template type. So I'm going to find template trainables, and I'm going to create job trainables from them, these MRB trainables. So I'm going to find MRB templates, and I'm going to turn those into MRBs for all of the rows of my CSV file. Now, how do I find the MRB template that's associated with each row of my CSV file? Well, I need to have a lookup. So I can find them by something that's going to be in my CSV file. So it's going to be assembly station. That's what uniquely defines them. So that's my template lookup field. So we're going to look in this CSV file, and we're going to say, okay, assembly station 1, let's do a search and find the template that has assembly station 1. That search needs to return 1 turnable and 1 turnable only. Inside my CSV file, I've got this CSV file is just the jobs, right? It's just the assembly station names. But somehow these things need to get created for an actual aircraft. So with this example, my aircraft is actually just MRB number. And I'm going to actually tell the system I want to do that whenever I run the import. I want to tell it what the aircraft is. Now I have the assembly station field. I have my MRB number field. So this is how I'll find the templates. And this is information I'm going to add to the job after I create it from the template. So I close that, go to administration, and I'm going to run it, import jobs. So at this point, it's going to ask me, okay, what file do I want to import jobs from? And I'm going to choose that CSV stations file that just has these here. And it's going to ask me, what preset am I using? So it's the preset that we just created. We're doing MRB imports. But with this preset, it has a user supplied value for that MRB number. Right, for this aircraft that I'm about to select here, create these 3 jobs. Or I could tell it, if there were 100 jobs here, it would be create these 100 jobs. So for 7912805, create these 3 jobs. I click the run button, it finds the templates, it creates the jobs from them, and it lets me know it created 3 job trainables. So I click on that, close that, and if I look at that job again, so now I can see it has the information from the template, and it also has the information from that CSV file. So let's say we want to create an inspection for these 50-something different tail numbers. And I'll save this. It's called assembly station, but yeah. And then we're going to create a new job import preset. The assembly station, so the lookup field. in this example to still specify the assembly station. So this would be.
So then we need to repeat this list 3 times, basically.
If you wanted to do all 3 for all of them.
Yeah.
Delete that there. Then yeah, you could do that. So if we want to do this, let's see here. I'm gonna make a gap so I can find it. All right, so we're gonna be creating a bunch of jobs. And then we wanted these all have 3. So then, we've got our MRB number, we've got our assembly station, and we don't specify MRB number as a user supply value. So the only thing we need in this case is just our template
just the
lookup.
assembly station.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we close that, then we go to our import jobs, select the file we want to import, and we choose the correct preset. So that in this case, it's tail number. So you can see that drop down went away now. We're going to, before I do this, I want to clear these results. So to show you what the new results are. Clear those. Administration, import jobs. Let's just go through the same thing again. And we just click import. It will read through each one of these rows, find the template that's associated with it. You can see those popping in now as it's finding these templates. And it's going to create all of the trimmables that are specified inside this file from those templates. As you can see, we just created 171 jobs. So if we click on any one of these jobs, it'll have all of the information from that template, as well as the MRB number that we specified. I think in the example that we gave before, we would actually have separate files for each one of these assembly stations. So we would have assembly station 1 and then all the aircraft for it. Then you would have a separate file, assembly station 2. I mean, we threw it all in the same file for this example. In a production environment for something like this, I would recommend keeping them separate.